Hello, my name is Poole, also known as the Queen of Color, and welcome to my video prelude to my Thursday kick, which can be found at KatherinePoole.com. This week I address asthma. It is entitled Asthma, a Fish Out of Water. And I talk about the different implications of asthma in terms of what it really represents, and it is about not being able to breathe but also stand on your own. There is a fear that is involved in terms of being left on your own. And depending on what type of asthma you are learning and or teaching from, it can mean different things in terms of where that fear originates. So I address the different aspects. I also talk about children and asthma, because many times asthma is the result of being smothered by either a parent, usually it's a mother, sometimes it can be the father, but usually it's the mother, but that smothering feeling. But it can also be a partner, or even in terms of work-related asthma or stress-induced asthma. It can be more of the institution or someone within that institution where you feel that you are being smothered and not allowed to breathe on your own. But then when you're turned out to do so, there is a fear because you don't quite know how to stand on your own. Now, whether this is related to actual experiences in this current life or past life issues, those are all individual, and I treat those as, as they come. So looking at all of the tissue issues that are involved with asthma, it begins with that constriction and the inflammation within the muscles that surround the airway. And there's mucus involved. So we're dealing already with base red energy in terms of inflammation and muscles, but also with the sacral person-to-person orange energy, which is all about emotions, because that's the fluid in the mucus. I talk about the difference between the coughing that is a productive cough versus a dry cough and what that represents. So there's a lot to look at in terms of asthma and what it represents. So I think you'll find it very interesting in terms of looking at the conditions of asthma. And again, allergy-related asthma. Also very interesting to look at that often symptoms will occur at night while you're sleeping. And in part, if you think about being left to stand or breathe on your own, the separation that takes place when you go to bed, whether it's trying to get your kids to bed, which we've all dealt with that, or even more adult-related feelings of isolation or what have you that can go back to another time, but it still triggers those tissue issues. Just as in talking about smoking and addiction, asthma deals with the lungs, which is all about control or lack thereof. It also deals with the bronchia within the lungs, and that always deals with family, because you think of it like the family tree, the bronchia in the lungs. So check out Asthma, a Fish Out of Water, and I think you'll find it very insightful. KatherinePoole.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.